Hey everyone, Ryan here. Today we're going to be talking about Thor Nodes and the passive income opportunities on the Avalanche train that Thor Nodes can provide you with. A couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I'm moving a big portion of my portfolio into yield generation cryptos, anything where I can earn some kind of passive income or yield. Thor Nodes definitely fits into that bucket, and it's one of my most recent purchases. Now, this is one of my smaller yield generation kind of forays. It's fairly new. It's not really proven yet. It's considered to be high risk, so I'm going in small. You should definitely look into this for yourselves and do your own research. Don't consider this video to be financial advice. It's just for education. I think this could do well long term, but like I said, it's definitely unproven. So let's have a look at how it works. So you can see here the focus is basically all around generating passive income. And the team are doing this via yield farming across different DeFi protocols and from running validator nodes on different networks. So basically how it works is you buy a certain number of Thor tokens. The ticker is THOR. And basically the funds that you use to purchase those tokens will be deployed in DeFi to earn yield, and some of them will be used to pay out rewards for other Thor holders. Okay, so basically you buy what's called a node, and that will then allows you to receive passive income from the protocol in the future in a number of different ways, and we'll have a look at those. Okay, before we dive into this, I have started a free passive income crypto Discord group, which you can see in the description or the pinned comment. So jump in there if you have any questions about Thor Nodes or other passive income opportunities in crypto. In there every day discussing everything related to this. So let's have a look at how this works. Like I said, I've recently jumped into this project. You can see I have one node set up currently. So I've only set up one. I probably will set, well, I am going to set up a couple more today and tomorrow. Okay. And I've set up what's called an Odin node. And that requires 78 Thor tokens. Okay. So if we look at this box at the top, you can see all of the payouts you get per day based on the level of node that you create. So they're going through a change right now where the rewards are going down to improve the sustainability of the project. But within the next few weeks, these will be the rates that you get your daily payout for each node. So a Odin node, which is what I've made, pays just over 1 Thor a day. And then you've got these other tiers that are lower. Okay, so Odin is the most expensive. Heimdall is the cheapest, and they pay out different rates depending on how much it costs to set one up. Okay, so you can see that it costs. I will get 1 Thor per day, give or take, and it costs 78 Thor to actually set one of these up. So it's going to take me roughly 78 days to, hopefully break even on this, because my tokens are locked from creating the node. And then in the future, any rewards that I get would be profit. So that is how it works. And you can see currently right now I have 10 tokens kind of pending as my rewards that I've got from the node. Now, these are the 4 levels. Okay, Heimdall, Freya, Thor, and Odin. Is extremely, these numbers here, by the way, the tokens that you get per day, the rewards, these are the old rates. They are moving to these rates up here very, very shortly. Extremely simple to take some tokens and set one of these up. So all you need to do is you'll go over to Trader Joe on the Avalanche network. You'll buy some tokens. You will put in the name of your node here, select which ones you want to build, and then you'll click approve contract. Do what you got to do in MetaMask. It's on Avalanche, so it's always super, super cheap for gas fees. And then you can set up a node in like 1 minute and have it running. And then you will instantly see the rewards starting to accumulate here in your dashboard, and you'll see all of your nodes and things like that. Okay, so pretty basic concept so far. You take a number of tokens, you lock them up in a node, you then get daily rewards. It takes a couple of months to break even on the money you invested, and then from there, assuming the project continues, everything else is profit on top of that. So that's the basic concept. Now I want to have a look a little bit closer at how it works, where the yield comes from, and things like that. Just going to look at the token price first of all, just to give you an idea of how this has been doing. Had quite a lot of hype. Had a pretty good run, even when the crypto markets at the start of 22 were not doing very well. This was basically decoupled and it was going up when basically everything else was going down. At the top here is when they decided they need to reduce the rewards to improve the long-term sustainability of the project. And this is where I basically decided to get in when it dropped off. I understood why they were reducing the rewards. I thought it was a good thing. It gave me a bit of a better entry on the price. So I got in somewhere around like the 160, 170 mark. Set up my first node, monitored it for a bit, got involved in the community, and I'm now like, pretty comfortable with it, and will now set up more today and tomorrow and probably the rest of this week. So that is where we are right now with the price action. You can see my node is going to be paying me 1 token a day, 1 Thor, which right now is like $175 per day for each Odin node, which is the top tier. Okay, so we've had a look through the dashboard. Now I want to talk a little bit more about, okay, where do these rewards come from? How does it work? Is it sustainable and things like that? Okay, because a project like this, it does rely on new money come in. That's one of the risks. So we want to know, like, are they going to be able to sustain the rewards? How does it work and that kind of thing. So this is a document that they put out recently. It's kind of a light paper, given a brief overview, and they're going to release a more detailed, in-depth white paper soon. But this will give you a pretty good idea of how it all works. So basically, you purchase a node, like I said, using Thor tokens, and that's basically going to represent your share in a crypto mutual fund. Okay, and the more nodes you own, the more tokens that you get paid out daily. So it's like you're buying into a big portion of a fund, and then you get your share of the daily fund profits, which comes from farming on DeFi, running nodes on other networks, and also new money coming in from new node purchases. Okay, so those are the 3 ways that the rewards are paid out. So I will link to this document, but I want to highlight a few things here. So some of the revenue comes from DeFi, and you can see the treasury investments and things like that they have. It's all very public in the announcements in the Discord channel. They call that DAS, or DeFi as a service. Okay. And they've also started running validator nodes as well. They're doing that on Phantom. And they get some revenue from that, and that feeds into rewards too. Okay, so basically it says they're similar to what Strongblock is doing, but they have additional revenue streams, which is like their DeFi activities, and they have better fees being on the Avalanche blockchain. There are things like taxes to claim the rewards, and there are small monthly fees to keep the nodes running. Again, all adds into the rewards to make this more sustainable. Okay, so pretty interesting concept, pretty well executed in my opinion. One major thing with these kind of projects, and a thing that's been a constant topic with Strongblock, is going to be sustainability. Okay, so we need to touch on that a second. So sustainability, I want to go over what they have to say, because it's all well and good putting tokens in. You break even in, say, a couple of months, and then you're profiting then into the future. But you want to know, like, where are these funds going to come from, and is it going to keep coming? So they say that we sustain ourselves through a number of mechanisms. Okay, so when a new node is made, 80% of those tokens are sent immediately to the rewards pool to replenish it. Okay. So those new tokens are used to pay out rewards for, all the future dividends that they need to pay out. And then there are also other things, like I mentioned, like taxes, claiming taxes and monthly fees on the node, which are, small amounts, but they all add up and allow them to replenish the pool and the treasury for DeFi and things like that. So you've got, those revenue sources, and you've got the DeFi revenue sources from farming and that kind of thing. And then you've got them running validator nodes on other networks, which also provide revenue. So all of that is detailed in here, and I will link to that below. A couple of things that are coming up in in the future. They're doing some more things to improve sustainability. They're going to cap the number of nodes at some point. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the tokenomics. And they're also working on a way of turning these nodes into NFTs so that they can be traded and sold and moved around wallets in the future, so that you could potentially be able to sell a node in the future if you wanted to profit on it and things like that. So I think that is a pretty cool idea and a bit different to other projects that are out there in the space. So my strategy right now on Thor, if we go back, I have one node running. I'm going to set up a couple of other Odins, and then I am going to leave them. I'm going to let them break even so I get all of my money out that I put in. And I'm basically going to free roll it, leave a couple of nodes running, and just collect those daily rewards. I will probably cash out some, and I will put some in the liquidity pool. They have a very good liquidity pool that is paired with Avalanche and currently pays like a nice 4-figure APY. It's over 1,000% APY. So I'll compound my rewards into some of those. So my goal currently is to get to a handful of nodes that are fully paid off. I've taken my initial out, then let them roll and see how we go. So look into this for yourself. It's a good passive opportunity, in my opinion, if it works like they say it will. Like I said, it's new, it's unproven. There's a lot of unknowns right now, but I think it has potential. I'm going in small. If you think it's good for your risk profile, then maybe you want to do the same. Maybe you don't. If you have any questions, join the free passive income Discord group below. It's called Crypto Cashflow Discord, where we discussing this. We'll be discussing farming and all kinds of other passive income opportunities. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, and I will see you in the next one.